Since we've been fertilizing and stuff with chicken litter and stuff, it would green up, but it never, I mean, it was slowly getting out, but it hadn't, I mean, all this was real bare. And like I said, all I've put on this field this year has been the Sugar Creek fertilizing. All this is, you see, has already went down where there's hardly no patches left in it.
Didn't you kind of take a little gravel off this place?
Not on this one we haven't.
Okay.
I mean, if we'd have had some rain, I feel like the runners, like I said, they're already, everywhere you go, I mean, they're everywhere, and it's really took off and got in here. If we would have had a normal year, there's no telling what it would have done. But I've seen more results in a drought this year than what I had in the previous 2 years using granule and 5 tons. I put chicken litter last year, 5 tons to the acre. We did put 450 pounds to the acre of the granule. What little bit of rain we got still didn't produce nothing. When we got ready to cut, I got 2 cuttings, that was it. And like I said, we're getting ready to do a 3rd cutting this year. Like I said, in a drought, I feel like probably worse than last year. As soon as we cut it, we'll come back in and spray it hard, and I guarantee you we'll cut again in October, because in September we'll get some rain. Don't know how thick it'll be. It's according to if we get some warmth, which in East Texas we normally do. It stays warm pretty late, but there's over. That's a 7-foot runner.
Yeah, I'm 9 foot tall.
And them Bahia fields that dried up to a crisp, we have one up the road there that we did put some chicken litter on it, but we followed back behind it with the Sugar Creek. And it didn't dry up like that. It still got some moisture and it's green, and you can pass any of these other straight Bahia fields and it's nothing. I mean, it's nothing in it. So, I mean, it's not just the Bermuda grass that it showed off in, it showed out in the Bahia too. I was really beginning to wonder if I was ever gonna get this, if it was gonna take off. And like I said, it's still got a long ways to go, but I mean, we're only talking about the first season of using this product, and it's already done a great job. We sprayed first in April, and then we come back in after we cut in May and sprayed again a week. We followed back up with spraying again, and then we cut in the 1st of July is when it was. We square baled it, and then we followed right back behind it. Since we sprayed the last time, we got 1 rain that was 2 inches. Yeah, that's been a month. So we've had 30 days of 100+ degree heat with no rain, and we was already behind on rainfall from that 2 inches, so it didn't do nothing. It didn't even change the level of the pond. We've got it, a lot under control now. We got a product that we can really make the jigs grass healthy, and it'll really start growing. Like I said, this was bare spots here, and look at the runners. Look how the runners have took over all these bare spots. They've just laid over these bare spots. Anywhere you see a light spot, that was a bare 100%, just about bare at the first of the season with just barely a little bit of grass. It's reached out and come over it. Hopefully, we're thinking, if we can get some decent rain, maybe by this time next season, there's no telling what this field will look like and produce. The old saying on the liquid fertilizer that it don't do nothing for the root system, it helps it grow. But I'm gonna tell you, you pulled that root, that runner up, it didn't come out in your hand. You'd have had to tug on it. I mean, it has got a good root system in it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, if we can get another halfway decent rain, just a 1 inch, I'm gonna run back over the top of it and spray it again and let it set, and then I'm gonna cut it, and then like I said, we'll take and cut it, and then I'll come right in behind it. I normally come right after I cut it, where them blades are opened up, where it'll help soak it up. I'm trying to think what I paid for that liquid fertilizer that was at the feed store before we went to this. I don't remember what it was, but it was a pretty good chunk, a gallon. And the thing is, we put it out in the springtime. Right after we cut, it was May, and it still turned that grass where it looks like it kills it.
Burned it.
This stuff here don't. Like I said, we put it on it hard and heavy, and then we just wait and see. And like I said, no rain since we sprayed this, and like I said, it steadily have growed. It hasn't growed as fast as what it would. There's no telling what we'd have got if we'd have had a normal rain. Right. Like I said, I guarantee you, I know I have some fields that we haven't even cut the 2nd cut. We're just now cutting, and like I said, we're getting ready to lay this one down to get the 3rd cut. That's pretty good for this year.